Alright, so welcome back to another video on the channel. This is gonna be my first ever storytime video, so hopefully you enjoy it, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe, and let's get right into it. So this all started when I was moving into my mom's house. When I was moving into my mom's house, so I had taken all of my clothes with me on the way there, and since my computer has a lot of components and it's obviously pretty big, and we weren't able to take it at the time. So my dad told me he would bring it in next week via a taxi, Uber, whatever. So I move into my mom's house. I'm there for a week, and I'm using my phone. I'm fine. I don't think much of it. I'm like, next week I'm gonna have my computer. We're gonna play some games. It's gonna be all good, or so I thought. Okay. Side note: me and my dad have motorbikes, motorcycles, whatever you call them. We don't have a car, so we have motorbikes. So keep that in mind because we can't bring a computer on a motorbike. A whole computer cannot travel on a motorbike while a person is driving. That's very difficult. Okay, so what ended up happening was my dad, in the fit of rush, he ordered a taxi instead of calling an Uber. He brought down all of my stuff. That includes monitor, PC, mouse, keyboard, audio amp, microphone, everything. And he dumped it in the taxi, and he told the taxi driver to follow him to my mom's house. He did not even tell him the address. Now that was the first mistake of my dad, and you guys can tell that where this is going. So while they were driving to my mom's house where I was with my computer components, they lost each other pretty much in the fit of rush, that the traffic was too much and my dad got ahead because he obviously driving a smaller vehicle which can get through a lot, and the taxi was lost. So my dad ended up approaching at my mom's house before the taxi driver, and he called me down because I would help him take the stuff back up because my mom's house is on the fourth floor. He lives in an apartment. So I come down and my dad's like, he's gonna be here any minute. An hour goes by and I am freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, my PC just got stolen. My life is over. And my dad's like, no, it's okay. And then after 2 hours go by, he finally realizes that he messed up. My PC is gone. So obviously I start panicking, I start crying because that computer I've been using for over, I don't even know how many years I've been using this computer for. All of my data, my files, my portfolio is gone. So obviously I have a literal panic attack. I'm crying, and for the next few days I'm just in panic. No, 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 not days. In the next few hours. Next few hours, I'm just in panic. I'm panicking aggressively, and my mom's like, calm down, we'll get you a new one. I'm like, you don't get it. All my stuff is gone. My portfolio, all my data, my Minecraft credentials, everything is gone. I'm gonna have to start from scratch, and that broke me on the inside. Okay, so where my dad lived, my aunt and my uncle live right in front of my dad, so we're basically neighbors. So what my dad ended up doing, he took me back to our house for a day, thinking that that's where the taxi driver picked him up, so maybe he came back. So we go to my aunt's house, and my aunt is just flabbergasted on the thought of my computer being gone because she knows how addicted I am to it. I mean, it's not good being addicted to a computer, but yeah, I was addicted, and everybody in the family knew that I was that kid that's always in his computer. So obviously, she starts comforting me, like, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be okay, no worry. I obviously had given up hope that I was getting it back, obviously, but something happened. Something happened. So I basically gave up pretty much. So I walked down my aunt's apartment. and I was just like, I was so shooketh because of that. So I walk down. I'm in the compound of the apartment, and I just see my friend rushing towards me. Like, I'm pretty sure he got the flash powers for like 2 seconds there. He was lightning bolting to me, and then he stopped right in front of me. He's sweating. He's like, "Dude, didn't your PC get stolen?" I'm like, "Yeah. How did you know?" And then these words just like brought me up. Like, these words were so comforting that I was so happy. He said that there's a guy, a taxi driver, that's looking for your address because he has your computer. And I immediately called out my dad. I'm like, "Dad, get down now! Now! Code red! Get down!" Not like I actually get down. So he rushes down and he confronts the taxi driver, and then the taxi driver, process the taxi driver, like he could have ran off with the computer, but he didn't. He came back. He came back to where he picked us up so he can figure out whose computer it was. So my dad meets him. He starts apologizing for like not being able to keep up, and then, well, he basically said, "Don't worry, you can come with me right now. I have a computer in the car right now. We can deliver it to the house right now." I immediately grab all of my stuff from my dad's house and I go sit in the taxi. My dad pays him 2K for not taking my computer, so I think it worked out for him. I went back to my mom's house, I set up my computer, everything was fine, and yeah, that's how my PC got stolen almost. Hopefully you did enjoy that video. If you did, dropping a like on the video would be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.
I'm concerned with deep traditions, while the fake be taking pictures, all the lonely taking pictures. We say that we're all Christians, still got hatred in our vision. We're just kids running through life in comparisons, our decisions, check the scriptures. Wake up, breathe, relax, remember, hey, there's way more to life than getting retweets.